everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're back at it again.
Trying to harmonize like, yeah, bro.
Hey, man, it's in the booth. It's your boy Messenja.
CantonJones.
Ramona Jones.
Everything came together in the booth. Years later, and it's still in the booth. You a podcast with the interview.
The man ain't know when to come.
That was amazing over there in the limousine. Got something for the king, something for the queen. And we gotta win a team by the new
So,
thing.
we know
Hit him with a bada boom, bada bing.
You know what it is when we in the booth. Speaking to the house, speaking to the youth. And no matter what, we gon' tell the truth. See townhouse, you gon' see the fruit. Put the kid take, gotta put it for the roots. Get the blessing in the bag, gotta get the loot. Find another way to preach, we don't need a shoot. To the run in the game,
I know all of them to the show. I know. Get the blessing, get the bag, got to get the loot.
After that.
Got another way to preach.
We don't need a suit.
We don't need a suit.
Got another way to preach. We don't need a suit.
Yeah, we preach it. We preach it.
Hit that thing.
Go ahead on, Jan. But she rapping like old school. Got another way to preach. We don't need a suit. That's how they used to rap. That's how they used to rap back then with that. Got another way to preach. We don't need a suit.
When you know the word, you speak different.
Yeah.
We want to thank you guys for joining in the booth today with Canton Jones and Messenja. Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms. Look, I can't even talk.
That's what I'm just saying.
Please like, share, and subscribe on the show. Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, if you heard all of that.
It's my podcast, and I ain't now.
That's it, but yeah, that's it, bro.
You gotta turn around and be like, bro.
You know we grew up in that. We know, you know we grew up in that.
You can't even talk.
Make sure you go. If you want to advertise or sponsor the show, make sure you go to the email at intheboothpod@gmail.com. We'll get you an advertisement package that should take care of your needs there, and we'll do business with you. Yeah.
What kind of business y'all do?
What kind of business we do? We do everything, man. We sell we sell used shoes.
Boy, you about to give me.
That man's almost spit all on his board.
We sell. And we got the boots right here. Come on, sell. We got them.
No, those are free.
Somebody please buy them.
So free.
What I meant by what
Matter of
business
fact,
we
I'll
do.
pay you to take them.
So if you want to advertise with us, we'll read something. You know, if you want us to read something about your business,
reads, commercials.
We'll do commercials. We'll play something if you want us to play something. You know, if you have a commercial that you want us to play, or we'll show your product if it's a shirt or something.
Can to make you a jingle?
Well,
we do that too.
how you gonna hire me?
You hire.
Wait a minute.
No interview.
I just got in the
make a
car.
Yeah.
And I said, ooh.
Oh yeah. We'll make it. No, what's the dopest one?
I don't know. They give me every time.
1-800-INJURED.
It was one that I thought was a real song.
Real song because the beat come in.
That 411 pack.
877 cash now. It's my money. I want it now. Bro, it's a million of them. Which one?
There's so many, especially Atlanta. So
One
bad.
call. That's all.
If you want us to do a commercial for you, we will.
Right.
Or we'll
It's
just read a line. If you want to send product to us, the address is 950 Eagles Landing Parkway. That's in Stockbridge, Georgia. We'll post that or put it in the chat. But if you want to send something to us that, however you want to advertise, we'll work it out. But
email.
And you can email us at what's the email, man? Help.
In the booth pod. In the booth pod. POD.
Yeah.
At gmail.com.
And if it looks anything like them boots, you can keep it.
What?
Man, no.
What?
Them boots was made for walking.
The boots. Listen,
What they made for?
That's just what they'll do.
He's going to say that subtly and just keep it moving.
Made to walk.
Wait, look.
I'm going for a walk. Where my boots?
Look.
Right.
I got to do it like this because most people. The boots, right?
He clicking the toe. He ain't clicking the heel like doing things.
Most people wear them boots like this right here,
Like
boy.
Jordan, got them Jordan feet.
You got
Jordan 93, man.
That's it, boy. That's how the boot's supposed to be. That's how the person that wear the boots.
You put your foot in them just like that.
Just like that,
start
bro.
walking.
Yeah, bro. And their legs like this a little bit. That's it. That's it, bro.
Bow leg and pigeon toes.
Bow leg and pin toe. That's
Them
it.
pigeons got your toes, bud.
That's
They
it.
got them, bud. You need deliverance from the pigeons, bud. Them pigeons. I decree them pigeons let your toes go.
Indeed,
In Jesus' name.
Indeed, that
So what we talking about today? I'm over these boots and pigeon
Indeed,
toes
that
and everything else.
All right, today we're talking about permanently hood.
All right, permanently hood.
Yeah. Oh, TV went out.
Yeah.
Young Thug.
That's it.
I hate that TV right now. Young Thug charged with possession. We're talking about just rappers that just continue to, why we stay
Being
in
alive
trouble.
after all of the
So Young Thug, of course, this past
success.
week got charged with possession of marijuana and controlled substance with intent to distribute, possession of sawed-off shotgun, sawed-off rifle, machine gun, dangerous weapon, or silencer, as well as several other counts related to gang activity, which he had his sentencing a couple of days ago, and he's looking at something very, serious on his end.
He had the sentencing.
Not the sentence, but the hearing.
Oh, I'm like, my God.
Sorry, hearing, yeah.
right, they were rapidly.
Yeah. But in April, just a month before, the rapper Cash Out, you remember Cash Out?
Got a condo on me.
I'm just cashing out.
Oh, yeah.
So he was,
Yeah, one song.
yeah, he was.
He cashed out?
He had two.
I guess he said he cashed that. I ain't got the
I
drum.
forgot the second one, but he did have a second one. But
No disrespect, sir.
5 other individuals with him were charged in 41 count indictment.
Cash
Yeah. That includes allegations of rape, aggravated sodomy, human trafficking, and even holding victims at gunpoint. He had a human trafficking business, let's say that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so that was just in April. And then, of course, Tekashi 6ix9ine, 2019 faced charges for illegal firearms, assault, racketeering, and conspiracy to murder, but entered a plea deal, and after testifying against the gang and providing information, he got away with 2-year sentence as opposed to 47 or more potential years. The question of the day is, if money doesn't fix hood mentality, what will?
Jesus.
Because
Who
at
said
this
money
point-
would fix it anyway?
because they think that if you get
assumption.
money, things gonna change. Why do you get money and you do the same
Unrenewed
activity?
mind.
Yeah.
The mentality of the kingdom of darkness is that you're never satisfied. So
That's it.
it doesn't matter how much money you get, you're gonna want more. You're not comparing yourself to anybody that has less than you. You always, you're really comparing yourself to people who have more than you, and you want what they have. So no matter how much money you have, you're gonna always find somebody who have more and want that more money.
Is there pressure to keep up? Cause you know how music go. How publishing go. How coming off the road go.
Pressure to keep up what you're rapping about?
No, there's ups and downs. I'm telling you how the money come. It's not just
the
like
money,
every
the
week.
money.
It's not
I mean,
salary.
if
It's not a salary.
you can get.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, those dead pockets.
You need a Mona in your life, which is 'cause when you get a lot of money at one time, or it comes in clumps, or it comes monthly. You could blow that money, and which I've done a lot of times. But with my wife, she helps to make sure that she looks to the future. We got this coming. We got this coming. And so it helps that you can sustain from I guess endowment to endowment, because it ain't checks no more. It's just downloads. So the money is different. You got publishing, you got different things that come. They got shows, but still, even if they made $10 million, they're gonna want more money based off of what they see. And also too, when they get a lot of money, they get a lot of bills or they get a lot of things so the expenses go up. So it's like
They usually take care of a lot of people.
Because a lot of times the people who really don't have that type of money is thinking, man, you got $1 million. And that's a lot of money if your bills stay the same.
Right.
Yeah, if your bills stay the same, that you can live off that for a lifetime.
You move to $1 million house with $1 million.
You bought $1 million house with $1 million. You broke, and ain't no furniture, and the lights are on, and ain't no water.
In debt, but that's half of that going to taxes.
Yeah, true.
You broke.
And so most of these kids too get rich, and they don't understand anything about budgeting. They don't understand anything about.
Which is something we need to do for our own kids. Something that needs to be big in our community anyway.
But I think the hood mentality.
Talking to kids about finances, and we not.
Right.
But I think the hood. It goes back to what you said. There's a lot of hanger-ons. Right. Yeah. That's the hood. Right. You're trying to bring the hood with you.
Yep.
And I ain't talking about the mentality. I'm talking about the whole.
The literal.
Like literally,
and you want to give everybody a job. You want to do right by them. That's like if y'all supported me here, but then you giving people money, they have no skills.
But no qualifications.
But in these cases, they're bringing the hood along to do
hood stuff.
Unlawful,
hood stuff.
Run the unlawful business.
We got what's up, bro?
To me, a lot of people are they making excuses for these dudes. Like, I don't know what's the lady's name. The lady got on TV talking. She's like a top person on the police department, I guess. Not the police department, but the
DA.
The DA or something. Like that. She got on TV and basically these people I don't think it's about the money at all. These dudes see millions of dollars go in and out every day. Like with this thug case, there was this one dude named Wallow. Wallow basically explained what happened to Young Thug. Young Thug just kind of in the studio, not listening. You could tell on his face he wasn't interested in nothing he was saying. Dude had experience. He said, "Man, I've been in prison for 20 years. I've been to the youth detention centers. Thug just sitting on his phone. He told this man everything that would happen, and now everything is happening to him.
But
so these kids out here, I don't even think it's about the money. It's about that hood mentality that they can't let go and they don't want to let go of because they have to look a certain way to this gang that they thought these signs for and are affiliated with.
Yeah, it's about that too. But it is about the money, like the money.
But it's more. They rap about it. They rap about I'm a bust your mama head to the white meat. I'm gonna kill your daughter. Like they don't care. It's all the gang mentality.
But let me say something. Let me say something to that too.
Yeah, he talking about clout chasing.
If they say that stuff in the rap, let's just say if they say that stuff in the rap, and it stops selling, they'll change everything.
They'll have to.
Because the money is the if they know it stops, like that junk don't. You say that stuff, it don't sell no more.
They'll start really doing this stuff.
But they are doing it, but they're doing it because they're hearing it, and you hear it, and you do what you hear. But I'm saying it. The root of it, the scriptures say the root of it, the love of money is the root of all evil. So the root of it is still the money, because if the motive of the, why don't country singers rap or talk about this type of stuff? Why don't country singers or any other type of singers talk about like the kid that went and shot up everything in Buffalo, New York? Why what he do ain't in a song?
Right.
They still doing it because it don't sell.
Right.
All right, their reality is this. So we the ones got to talk about what we're doing. No, it's selling, and they're selling it to our kids, so it keeps selling. So because if it stops selling, they won't rap like that. So my whole thing is the mentality of these people. It comes back down to the light, us, and I'm guilty of this, I've been trying, of course, to help, but to get out there and have a bigger voice in the neighborhood that we can control with the kids that we have. That's why we do at Free Life, not to, put the church, do a little promo right now, but that's why you see kids on the stage with us. That's why you see teenagers on the stage. That's why you see teenagers acting and doing in drama, because you telling them what not to do, but not telling them what to do. Yeah. And most of the time there are no outlets. So the hood or the streets got more outlets than any of the church or boys club or whatever. There's more to do in the hood. It's just so much to do, and so when we start providing more things to do, then they'll have more options. Other than that, it's gonna be gunplay. It's gonna be selling drugs. It's gonna be gang violence. It's gonna be certain things in the hood because the kingdom of the light haven't provided other avenues. And so until we're the ones that's teaching these kids about money, until these, because we can't blame darkness to have wisdom. The light has the wisdom. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes we have to get in places to whereas we can impact these type people. And it's tough. It's tough to get in there. It's tough to whittle your way into a hood that they don't know you. But somebody in your church,
they got the influence.
They got the influence. Some mother. That's their children. To be honest with you, when you trace all of this stuff, some of these kids, mama is in the church. Yeah,
they somewhere. So that's the thing too. A lot of these kids ain't thugs. But that's right. A lot of these kids don't know what it means. They don't know what it means to be a thug.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's a matter of the mentality. Is not really it ain't the young thugs that has the hood mentality. Of course it is, but it's those who are listening, right? Because whatever you're feeding, if I'm not eating, you're going to change the menu.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? If Big Mac stops selling, McDonald's they'll change the menu.
Yeah.
But we have to force that.
Right. So the other way in, the hood would be music.
Exactly.
Would be music. That's probably the strongest way to get in there. I know you say the church mother, but it's definitely music.
It is.
When you get the music in there, it will change the mentality.
Yeah.
It is. But
and
the right music.
And then that goes back to that. That's why you guys were so powerful as far as God's son, because y'all started to infiltrate. It's like God sent y'all to infiltrate a dark place to come get somebody. You see what I'm saying? And it's like almost like as soon as that happened with us, everything about Jay Black and that whole situation went away. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all came and got some of the influencers. The Black stayed, Trail, they kind of stayed, but that whole run as far as on the east side when we was making beats for everybody, it stopped because I decided to go with y'all. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And to this day, that has impacted my life. Right. Now let me say something about the business side of God's sons. Y'all gave me y'all contract, or Dre did. You know that?
Yeah, you didn't know that. Holy Hip Hop.
Y'all didn't know that?
They're in the contract.
You didn't know that?
Which one?
Holy Hip Hop.
Oh Lord!
Uh-oh.
Breaking news! Bang, 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 bang. 22 years in the making. You didn't know this?
I gotta remind me.
So the contract that I did with Danny Wilson,
it was ours.
Was y'all contract?
Oh Lord, he didn't know.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I found out later. Let me just say that.
Oh yeah. Dre.
I was out of the group by then.
Oh, that's right.
No, you was still in.
That was the first Holy Hip Hop.
You was still in.
Okay.
Claude. That's Claude.
Dre gave me the contract and said that the group. No, I thought the group. Dre, I'm sorry if I ain't supposed to say nothing. It's 22 years later.
Now.
But he said that the group is still discussing certain things, and he gave me that contract. And so I said, bro, this is paper. We can just go right in here. We met at a gas station. You can go right in here and copy this thing, and we can have two. Yeah. It's like, no, you go ahead. So
how you feel about
that? and so that first 20 years, 3 months, 12 days, that was y'all contract. And so
look at his face.
Yeah. That joke smile, that joke cussing behind his head. But I mean, I thought y'all knew. You didn't know.
I didn't know.
It's my first time hearing this.
Oh my God.
We found out later.
How much later you found out?
It was some years.
We got the hood mentality.
Yep.
We got the hood mentality.
Yep.
So I don't see. Well, thank you, brothers. Let me just say right now, I sure appreciate all that you guys have done for me over my career and everything. Thank you. Yeah, I thought sure y'all knew, but he gave me that contract, and I was like, it's paper, bro. We can copy it. Both of us could have it. And so, but at that point, y'all gave me, You know, that's why I've been so grateful.
Yeah.
You ain't know why I've been so grateful this whole.
Feel like yeah.
It's like, but that joke CJ is a good joke, but that Jones is a great man.
He been holding us down.
That joke has been holding us for years, bro. That joke always. No, bro, y'all gave me the contract. And here's what happened also. Because I had turned down the contract with Dale Davis.
Oh, yeah.
So he had just signed with Portland Trailblazers, and they gave him a $40 million bonus.
Yeah.
So when he was trying to sign me onto his production company, his label, and man, bro, you talking about temptation, but I didn't do it. I left it for Black. So when I left that situation, I ran into y'all's situation. I thought I knew it was God. You know, for me, y'all, it was God for me.
I ain't even running that situation. That was in the group. He said
y'all didn't know,
bruh. They ain't know nothing about that. What was that? Ain't nobody called me for this meeting.
Oh man.
No, he called me. He called me.
I wasn't there either. Was he by himself?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that wasn't no meeting then.
No, he said the group got to meet about certain things afterwards, right? But he was just like
you was at the meeting too?
Mona has she stayed pretty
quiet.
quiet.
Mona was in the car. She gonna always be around.
She was in the car.
She
always around.
Oh, what happened in the studio? I was in the car.
I was in the car.
It's safer in the car.
I was in the car.
When I met with him,
I always got an alibi.
Dre, I'm sorry, bro.
I understand.
I was in the car.
Mona was in the car.
In the car. We have surveillance showing her in the car.
But that situation changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And so Danny's been they were great until I went to Arrow, but I had to learn on the fly how to do business.
Yeah.
My dad had a business, but they never really discussed how to do business. He told me some wisdom keys, but they didn't tell us accounting and all that type of stuff. We had to learn that. And so to your point, Jazz, it's up to us to start teaching our kids. I'm on my kids about it. I haven't really started talking to them about how to balance books and stuff, but I am talking to them about starting their businesses. They have started their business, entrepreneurship.
We went to
take
Lovey's,
advantage of it because you're a kid. Like they're gonna
soak it up.
invest you because you're a kid.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing that in public school we went to Lovey's award show. Awards ceremony, and they just had different awards for entrepreneurship class. They had a logistics class.
Welding.
They had welding. I mean, it had all this.
Welding, you make
and this wasn't even a special school. This is like public school. I was like, this is amazing. They had an accountant class. All of this is in high school. I'm like, we didn't have that.
And
we
the
didn't have
good
any
thing
of that.
about that is too, like, I don't discredit college, but like a lot of things that people go to college for is just a trade. Like, if you really don't have to go, to be a doctor or something, it's something you really got to go to college for. But if you learn a trade or something you like in high school that can make you money,
and you can get certified in high school.
On your own business. Right.
Listen. YouTube has put a lot of college money.
Yeah.
Because you go on YouTube and learn a lot of things.
Because people make the mistakes on there already. You're like, oh, okay, well, now I get it. You know?
But what you're saying is so true, because I think the role of the church, like back in the days, they did that.
Yep.
Like they had their own credit unions.
Yeah.
They had their own banks. They did their own mortgages.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so there was no need to have to
go outside of people
to have somebody teach you.
That was the Baptist church, though, bro.
No, that was all church.
Coaches, I ain't never
We
seen
had it. Yeah, we had a credit union. Yeah.
I ain't never seen.
I wasn't allowed to see it.
You
So you weren't allowed to see it.
A church got a credit union.
We had a building fund.
That y'all never used.
Y'all not gonna do Pastor Mason like this, man.
No, Pastor Mason. I just ain't never seen it. I ain't never heard
Y'all
no
got a
coach.
whole city. Memphis.
Yeah, no, we don't have Memphis no more. They moved it
to St. Louis.
Yeah, they moved to St. Louis. Yeah, they're moving around because Memphis was taking advantage of the situation. They would when the culture convention come, they raise up all the prices and everything for that weekend and make a killing and then lower it when they leave. So but if we'd have had a credit union, they just said we had a city. If we'd have had a credit union though, well, I ain't never heard of credit union, coaching credit union. I would try to get me a house, a coaching house. I'm trying to get me a coaching law. Be like, listen, Pastor, I'm gonna be a little late.
Hey, it gotta be holy though. You gotta keep the house holy.
Bishop, I'm gonna be a little late. You know, can you take my rent money out my time? Can you take my rent money out my time?
And we gonna pay you in oil.
Listen, Bishop, I ain't got it this week. I play drums for you though, for 2 services.
That's exactly why y'all didn't have it.
Is that why?
That's why y'all didn't have it.
I would have asked, hey, Pastor, listen, let me tell you something.
I was in the car when they had it.
let me tell you something, man. I ain't got it, man. I ain't got it. But
you got it.
But I can sure enough clean up the church for you. I can clean up the church.
Well, I said to pay my mortgage.
I'll sweep the parking lot.
Yes.
I'll sweep the parking lot.
I get all the gum from up under the pew.
Right. If you pay my mortgage.
So
right.
I mean, to this story, I mean, you got a lot of rappers that's getting rich young. And they trying to do the best that they can. Some of these guys, a lot of these guys don't have fathers.
Yeah, but if
no
you get
mentor.
the money, somebody got to be there to show them how to set up, legal businesses.
Yeah,
And
but
you know
most of
what
the
I'm
time,
saying? Like,
those people who are accredited or higher up are from other cultures.
And you have to
And so,
have somebody
and
your
they
best
take advantage of
interest.
that. You know what I'm saying?
It's your best
You got a lawyer that's from another culture. You got an accountant from another culture.
I ain't talking about.
And sometimes
somebody, I'm saying within the community has to show these guys, or
That would be a parent.
A hip hop union, you know what I'm saying? Something for everybody within hip hop.
Okay, let me ask you.
If hip hop is a family and all that, they dap at the award show and they show each other love. Okay, create something for them.
But somebody, they got to be a trust. But let me ask you this question. All right, you a rapper, you a young rapper. You just came, had a hit song. Your publishing check come. It's $5 million. So
you've never seen that money before.
Are you gonna go? Will you stay in the hood? Will you build a house in the hood, or will you leave and go to a better neighborhood?
Well, hold on.
I want to hear what he got to say.
I'll go, and I'm not getting a $5 million house.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah,
are you
go to a better neighborhood?
Are you gonna leave? You gonna leave your hood?
Absolutely.
You gonna leave? You gonna take the guys with you? Or you gonna leave them too? I'm just saying the mentality. I'm just asking a black man.
I take them on tour.
You gonna take them on tour?
I take them on tour. I can't, but I think that's the reality. I can't do.
Voice of God got something, but
I'm saying what happened to him. Like, let's look at him, right? When Hammer got all that money, he brought everybody from Oakland, and he took care of everybody from Oakland.
Yeah.
And then when he lost all his money, everybody from Oakland went back to Oakland.
Oakland,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
It's not. And we say they disappeared. They just couldn't afford to stay. They had to go back home. Yes, sir.
Like I said, the fact is they're looking at this like they're a criminal organization, like the mob or whatever else. So
it's the mentality.
My thing is like, okay, you get $5 million. Don't go back to the hood. And a lot of rappers have been telling these other rappers that. There was a rapper who just put out a video, just a little promo video saying, man, when you get your money, man, I'm telling y'all, don't go back to the hood. But people, hold on. But people, the artists, they have to carry on this persona. They
do, but the guys that came up with them, let's say we all grew up together, all right? When we come up together, like y'all went to all my shows with me when I was broke. Matter of fact, you had the car, you drove us around. So when I get put on, I feel obligated,
to take care of everybody.
To take care of you.
That's fine. I'm not saying that you don't have to or you can't. I'm gonna do the same thing. You've done it. Everybody's like, if you get it, then you're gonna do it. My thing is, y'all doing stupid stuff. The hood, like you can say, well, we going out, we giving away, y'all got that Nino Brown mentality. We giving away turkeys for, so what? You out here, you just killed somebody. So what? You selling drugs to your own people. So what? Like, I'm not saying so what, that's a good thing. I'm saying it's a bad thing. So when you can get on TV and talk about, I'm this type of rapper, I'm good, I give back to the hood, you're killing your own kind. But I think the dude baby mama just died.
Yeah, he got
now
killed.
You finna leave your son
He's a fact.
motherless, and now you're
motherless, parentless.
God knows how long.
But I think
now you're leaving your son out
That's
there
true.
and whatever other kids alone. So you have to, people are selfish. You're not looking at what you're doing to the other people. Granted, you got millions of dollars. Do whatever you can for everybody. But all them dudes on stage don't have your best interest
at all.
Yeah.
But I think it's different because what he's been charged with, he started this.
Yeah.
Like he started the gang.
The gang.
YSL.
They had a message of him trying to kill
Lucci.
Yeah.
So it's like you're doing stuff and you think you
Yeah, but
Denzel
they don't know. Like, you got to understand, these kids come from nothing.
Can we stop using that excuse?
But no,
listen, you gotta listen though,
that's where it started.
because you
That's where it started.
because
And I understand that, but
listen,
we keep saying it. Just
but
like you said, if we
nothing
don't
that
stop
has
saying it, it's not gonna
no,
change.
you gotta listen to me.
Keep telling people.
Something that hasn't been diagnosed can't be fixed. So we don't know what's wrong. Here's what's wrong.
Man,
a lot of these kids come from nothing. They come from nothing. Like Young Thug, before he had anything, nobody paid attention to him.
Now you have it, my dude.
Right,
Changing.
but because
you're not changing,
but
you're adding
you're not understanding. These are not people of God. You trying to make something make sense with godless
I know
people.
it, I know it.
So
That's
they
what
don't. When they got money, money don't make you smarter.
Yeah.
It makes you. It just
it make
blows
you-
up
it
what
takes
you
you
already
out.
are.
Superior,
So
yeah.
he doesn't have any more sense than he had when he was broke.
Yeah,
So that don't
that's
make
why I
him
said
smart.
something as far as within the community of hip hop, they need to do something.
Most of the time, it's gonna come from the older guy. It's gonna come from the older.
The puppies, all them, man, they gotta put something together. Like, bro, when you come in,
this what gotta happen, man, because these cats have undiagnosed.
We got the
mental
little girl
issues.
over there putting
feel what I'm
it.
saying?
She said
I'm
we
sorry.
way over time. She been trying. She been trying to put. Oh,
But they
I thought
got
she been.
undiagnosed mental issues. They got PTSD. I'm not making excuses. I'm saying within the hip hop
reality.
community, they need counselors.
And I feel
you feel
that,
what I'm saying?
but
Like,
I need counseling too, and I'm in the hip hop community. So it's like, stop. To me, people make excuses.
I'm not making
for what
excuses.
people are doing.
But what I'm saying is, if you've been in war, right? And I'm just saying
And you
reality.
shocked. I
You feel what I'm
understand all
saying?
of that,
I'm not saying even these cats. I'm saying in general, right? If I grew up around this, right? If you grew up on the south side of Chicago, and all you've ever heard is just guns and violence, and that's all you consumed
all your life.
That's all you consumed all your life
Okay,
until somebody shows you a different path, right? That's the reason why the light of Christ is so powerful.
Okay, but let me tell you this. Somebody has shown him a differerent path.
No, they haven't.
How you know?
Bro, how do y'all know that though?
We don't.
They-
That's
you
what we
know
saying.
that.
That's what we
Based
saying.
on, yeah, how you know they have? You know, so based
so
off
you
numbers.
saying-
Wait, listen though. Based off numbers, you even know, and you the voice of God, and you off camera, and don't nobody see you. So that's why. But you got to be conscious of that.
Stop
That you
arguing
talking.
with us, God.
That you arguing. Right. It's like we arguing with God. So listen, God. Listen, because you got the world here, and some of it don't make sense to them. But listen. We even know, like you and all of us know how bad it is or how hard it is for Christian believing black men to get any help from Christian believing churches.
True.
So if it's hard for us to get them to help us, then how much more hard is it for them
And they're
to
afraid of
get
it.
people to help?
And
They're
we
afraid
keep
of it.
talking
They're
about
afraid of
running to the church. If we know the church ain't gonna help them.
No, you're not listening. We
We
are
can
the
only do
church.
so much, bro.
What I'm saying to you
saying
is,
us as individual people.
I am
because the
saying
church is an individual.
the organization of the power and the kingdom of light. Shut up.
don't help.
If we're not,
They don't help us. How
they gonna help them?
supposed to want to?
yeah, if we're not helping ourselves,
We gotta create something.
if the kingdom of light ain't got it, then the kingdom of darkness sure enough ain't gonna get it.
And they
And
don't talk, but that's the reality, bro. What you said is the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But what you said is the truth.
That man
man.
gonna do like that.
Go ahead.
Until we, as the body, right? Until we, as the body of Christ, do what Jesus did, right? Be everywhere the world is.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of waiting for the world to show it where we are.
Yeah.
Right? You got to show them. Light doesn't just, it doesn't wait until darkness comes in.
Yeah.
It goes where the darkness is.
Wow,
It
that's good.
expels darkness.
Yeah.
Right? And it's up to us. What we do is we fuss about it, fight about it, critique about it. But if we ain't really being about it,
Yeah.
they really ain't seeing it.
T-shirt all about it. You feel what I'm saying? They don't care.
And that's where what you're saying right now. This is where I'm changing my life.
Yeah.
I'm changing my life to go be aggressive in dark places instead of turning my light up in light places.
Right. That already have it. The people that's already saved. Right.
It's a bunch of lights. You got some flashlights. You got some high beam lights, and light is just light on light.
Light on light on light on light on light on light.
Light on light.
You got fluorescent light on light crowd.
You got light.
You got the light over here, and they just all on at the same time.
And it's dark as ever everywhere else.
And
I am
re-saving people. Like they saved already. Let's go to the other people.
But I do feel you, right? Because I think when Jesus makes a statement, he says, until this gospel is preached to all the four corners of the world, right? So there's always going to be intersection. But I think because there's only periodic intersection, like you may bump into somebody, there's not a consistent bump. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So I can go where there's more darkness than there is light. Right. So even when I come to church, I'm still surrounded by darkness because I'm not wanted in the church. The video you did, Mr. Preacher Man. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the mentality. We ain't causing no trouble. Yeah. We're here. This is our block.
We finally came.
You feel what I'm saying? This is our block. You know what I'm saying? The church has been here for 300 years. Right. Down the street from where there's blood activity, crip activity, and all we've done is go to church. Right? And as soon as one of them happened to pop up, I'll prove it to you. I had a funeral in the city I'm in. Right? One of the blood crip leaders died. They wanted to hold a funeral at our church. No other church would let them because they were so afraid of what was going to happen.
That's crazy.
And so when they asked me, I said, you sure can.
Absolutely.
And they brought every bandana. They dressed in blue. The whole church was blue. And literally, I stayed outside ministering to people as they were coming into the church. Right. And the next Sunday, the whole gang showed up for service.
Wow.
And then they didn't see it as an opportunity to put God there. It's an opportunity to protect ourselves.
And these are our children. Young Thug is that could be your son. Yeah. Right? And until we take ownership of this, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be afraid of what I'm raising. Yeah. That's the problem, right? And that's wild. That's what the other side doesn't do. I'm not trying to be funny, but they embrace their children. Yeah. Right. They teach their children. And as crazy as their children may be, they get them the help that's necessary. Yeah. Right? So when they disappear,
and they protect them. Even when they do wrong, they're protected. Like they're protected inside, and they get out early. Because, and so the scripture says, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. But I am come that you might have life more abundantly. So, and the Lord has been talking to me about certain things that that the enemy just wants to. If something is all dark, let's look at a room that's all dark. You can't go anywhere because you can't see anything. One little piece of light can give you a pathway out of darkness. Yeah. All right, like the smallest piece of light. Yeah. If you're in a closet,
I feel that.
Listen to me. I'm not done. Listen to me. If you're in a closet, to my hush God, we ain't telling God to hush. You about to get me whooped. But listen to me. So there are groups that I know that play for mainstream bands. And they are the light in that band, which allows that group to have the success. Like we know a lot of them pastor kids come straight from the church.
The musicians
the musicians come from, so they're providing light in that situation. All right, because if it was all dark, it wouldn't move. And so what I'm saying is, our kingdom light have to start taking these lights to dark places.
I feel that, bro. Like I said, I've done all that too. I've been in hip hop clubs and performed gospel music, and I've seen people get convicted. So I'm not saying that. My thing is, you're saying that the church needs to do it. We as a people need to do it. We as a people can't do everything. My thing. Well, hold on.
I need to know what people you talking about. What people you talking about so I can understand. You talk about black people. What?
The reality of it, everybody ain't gonna have the same mindset we got. That's all I'm telling you.
As we, who is we, bro? Just explain who we are.
Let me say people then. People are not gonna have the same mindset as CantonJones or Kaiser or Ramona.
In here.
Well, you mean light? You mean kingdom?
Light. You're talking about the light. I'm talking about what's really going on out there. These people, all of these artists, a majority of them are involved in gang activity.
That's darkness.
Look at what's going on in Chicago. All of these gangs, all of these artists.
That's darkness.
These artists, and they continue to feed in that. Now, you said the church is scared of them, then
that's light.
The church's fault.
Yep.
We need to pour more light. But if those churches, if those pastors are not doing this. This is like the second or the third time that I've said this.
Yeah.
These pastors don't care. We have churches that are right here in our own. I'm not talking about us. Stop putting us into it because we know what free life does.
Here's why I keep pointing at me.
And church without walls.
Here's why I keep pointing at me. Because if I don't start with it, I can't complain about nobody else.
We've been doing it though. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about them. You got churches. We got churches right around the corner.
Then what we gonna do? What we gonna do about them?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You got churches that are sitting right next to other churches that don't even get along with each other. You got a church sitting right there by Morrow High School that we went and prophesied to these kids and talked to these kids. But it's a church that sits 15 feet from them, bro.
Yeah.
That don't do nothing
Yeah.
for the neighborhood or whoever. So my thing is, in our reality, there are people out there like us that will go out there just like Christ did with his disciples and move on our behalf of these people and our children.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of churches that won't. So those people that won't, what about them?
Nothing.
We can't do that.
Exactly.
So we can only do what we can do.
Right.
Like I'm telling you, like with these criminal organizations, these folks are out here killing people.
So I understand that. So that's why we have to take our light.
Okay.
This is the reason why we even started this podcast. All right, because we have Sunday service, that's fine, but we gotta figure out other ways to get the light out.
Yeah.
Like it ain't.
We can't assume everybody's gonna come to church.
Because the enemy is patient enough to wait till after your service.
2 hours on
You
Sunday.
see what I'm saying? So we had to figure out another way to get light out. But I have been I've been in the mirror. I asked God to give me my boldness back so that I can start doing bigger things, taking bigger chances, trying to do feats and stuff and events and stuff that's bigger than anything that I ever thought of, to start to be creative, to do certain things because certain people need light. However, they don't want to come in a place like this that's full of light because it exposes so many things.
Yeah.
This is why I leave it dark in here doing service. But it's a symbolism thing. So I want to have the light to the place that when you feel comfortable enough to walk into this light, that you can. So I got to start taking it to you. I got to say, man, let me bring the light to your hood. Let me bring something to your hood. I got to go to Florida and do the same thing. And so the whole thing about Young Thug them and all of them, they haven't been exposed. They might some pastor and preacher probably have tried to talk to them.
They've had light.
But if the guy doesn't have influence over time, and here's all right. If you say to me, I'm gonna have to be, man. You got your kids in here. I was going to give an example, but okay, you be okay. So if there's a guy that's a virgin and he's trying to save himself to marriage, all right, and he says, and one girl is saying, I want to save my. He's not in a relationship, all right. But he wants to be in a relationship. He's getting to the point. He's having those urges, and he's like, man, Lord, I'm trying to wait till I'm married. All right, so you got one girl that want to wait till they're married. She's talking about getting married. They're not even in a relationship. He's putting in his mind, man, I gotta date you, see if I trust you, then ask you to marry me, then marry. That's about 2-3 years before I can get me some. So and then you got 2, 3, 4, 5 other girls that say, I give it to you right now. I give it to you right now. And he been hearing that all day. Now the pressure of hearing more of that than this is going eventually, if you don't
Facts, but
get your listen to that. There's no butt in this now. Well, there's plenty of butt in it. But
God
plenty of butt in
gives you a way out. God always gives you a way out, whether you listen to him or not.
Right.
He always gives you a way out.
He
I'm
does.
going to the car.
The way out though might be hidden in darkness. When they are in darkness, they can't see a way out because in darkness you can't see. That's the whole point of light and darkness.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. My thing is, I've seen a few people consistently.
There's a conversation going on with God. Voice of God, he is over there. He is dark, but you can see but he in the light. But he over here. So for those of you who they think we argue with nobody, he is here.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it.
George.
I've seen plenty of videos and proof. like you said, it needs to be consistent. I've seen more than 3 videos of people telling this dude, look, bruh, it's going to end up the wrong way.
But that's too late.
He's been to jail.
That's too late.
He did it already.
Okay, so
But that's what I'm saying. No.
Old enough.
But no.
ain't about age
What I'm
either.
saying is the crimes he's
You thinking like you.
this 10
You ain't
years
thinking
ago.
like him.
This 10 years ago. This is a 10-year trial.
Yeah.
This evidence is from 2014. Wallow, that's from 2020. The good information, just too late.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he can't take that information. It's great information.
Yeah.
Right? What I'm saying is the same thing we're all saying. If the light is where it needs to be, some of these cats have been exposed to light-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't really been light.
Yeah.
Like, I seen the corrupt pastor. Like you just said, right? The church that's right over there, that's doing nothing. If that's been my exposure to Christ,
Yeah.
that's
I have a bad taste in my
exactly
Yeah.
the reason why we've got to become more active.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And be more visible is because they need to see the truth, right? The truth makes free. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It forces you into freedom.
And we've been tiptoeing. A lot of us have been tiptoeing. I know when I came in, God's sons helped me come in and get saved. But most of the stuff that I was doing, I was apologizing or I trying to explain to the church. Like, Mom, this is why we need to do this and this is why we need to do that. And we weren't trying to really get other people saved. We was trying to make sure that the church perceived us as being saved. We was like we was more. I wish in my career, and God has given me a second wind. Thank you, God. But I felt like I explained myself more than I just did my thing. I explained myself to, all right, I'm getting ready to do some music that's gonna be a little, you know, but everybody that's 150 years old and younger, you know, make some noise. Well, you're a young person right now, and I did more of that. Listen now, the music gonna be a little loud. It's gonna have some 808 in it. Like they don't know what 808 is, and like they don't know what hip hop is. Like they know, and so I spent more time in my career explaining and almost apologizing before I did something. Listen, now right now we're gonna jump a little bit. Is that all right? We gonna get the devil off us. Is that cool? If you know, and I'm tired of that. So now God has given me my second wind of boldness back to whereas I'm not apologizing or I'm not explaining nothing. You know, except if he tell me to explain. I'm going all the way in. You see what I'm saying? I'm going all the way in. I'm unapologetic in this season of my life. One of the things I didn't want to do is embarrass my mom.
Yeah, I feel you.
I didn't want to embarrass my mom, so a lot of my opinions and stuff that to social media, and I would not say because I felt like my mom was gonna call me and rebuke me, you know. And she's been saved. You know, she the one that shout in church. I just felt like, you know, I didn't want to embarrass her. So a lot of stuff I didn't do, you know, on my first go round. But this time, my God, I got stuff to say. I got things that I want to do, and I've got to be aggressive and advance the kingdom. When you advance in the football, you got to be aggressive because you got people coming at you. You know what I'm saying? And so I am here to advance the kingdom with aggression. And so,
and I think because of people like you that were aggressive and they had that boldness, that's where it will help a young thug. That's what happened with Cardi B. I feel like somebody kept getting her ear about da-da-da, whatever. You need to change. This is the kingdom. And in the middle of this, in the middle of this, recording this video, whoever she featured with, it changed her mind where she's on social media crying about, you know, demons and the music is being changed because of what I'm doing. And I feel like even though they took it down, that her life is changing and that something's going to change in that music. Something's going to change.
She always said that she believed in God.
But it's Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? And then you look at Kirk Franklin, what he did with Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? And just the backlash. And I think if we don't get anything else out of this, like church people hush.
Yeah.
If you don't understand it, just shut up.
But I'm at the point now though. I'm at the point now.
I mean,
Kanye.
But check it out. I'm at the point now though. If Lil Baby or if Kirk Franklin did something with the baby, the people that's complaining ain't the church.
That's good.
We call them the church,
but they're
That's
not.
good,
but they're not the church.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
The backlash from what we said was the church ain't the church.
Or they are the church. They're saved. So why am I worried about resaving people that saved?
Yeah. But
I'm not gonna try to put all my effort in people who going to heaven.
And this season of my life, I got kids. I'm grown.
We going to the
If I take the hat off, I got a big gray patch right here. I'm grown. I got grays. This man here got the sandy beaches on his. We grown. So now it's just. I am tired of tiptoeing with the kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired. I'm tired of having to explain. We got Young Thug out there. We can take the light, but most of the time you take the light out there, you do a concert with them, you get his influence, you get him on a rap with a Christian rap or
And
whatever he said, and you got to explain to him that what we doing here. I saw you.
Did you lead a kingdom? No.
Man of God, I saw you in some pictures with some secular artists. You yet holding on, aren't you?
But the same kids is still praying for a church.
I'm like, yeah, I'm holding on. What's your problem? Why you ain't
same kids you praying about?
We have to, cause see, sometimes we talking out of two sides of our mouth as the kingdom. Like we want to go save them, but we don't want the perception of what y'all think.
Well, you have to.
Let me tell you
you come back to church, you smelling like weed because you was around them, but you gotta, oh Lord, bro, Jones smell like weed.
But let me,
you smoking? And so I'm just tired of. We either gotta go
you go hard or go home. You know what I'm saying? Go hard or go home.
Jesus didn't apologize to any religious folk.
Exactly.
Ever. He openly rebuked. As soon as they showed up with judgment, he always had a rebuke for their judgment against them.
Exactly.
At all times.
You gonna rebuke your elders?
Yes.
Why not?
I do.
It would be with all due respect, sir. This person lives right down the street and ain't been in this church. You know what I'm saying? I would point out.
I'm at that point
issue,
now, but coming up.
Yeah,
Like even when when my mom was, I just did.
I'm different.
I didn't want to. I'm different. I ain't always been like I had it in my head, but I didn't always say with all due respect. Because if we're that bold, then why we let the homosexual activities happen in the church and we don't say nothing?
Exactly.
With the church as a whole won't say nothing.
Because they run their music. Like,
they run.
They got positions.
Well, they run everything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so for the benefit, but nobody's bold enough to say that, even though they know it's wrong. They're not bold enough to say it. And so and nobody's condemning or condoning it. It's just, man, like y'all know quick. If God tell me something to say and something going on, I'm gonna say something.
I'm talking about he don't drop the music.
But
hey, stop the track.
But
hey, you person, no.
Come here with the mole on your eye.
But what we haven't done is done it in love. I do it in love.
That's real. That's the key.
Like you know it. They know I love them. And so I think like this is a good story because these men, and it's all men. Like these men need light, and we have the light, and we have just been afraid to take it to them. And the other thing is, we haven't been creative. One thing about them, like, we can't take them something that they did 10 years ago.
Right, that part.
They're like, man, like, why you rapping or you doing a concert or your swag is 10 years behind.
Are you trying to dab? Like,
we
no,
come around,
no.
We gotta be ahead of the game, and so that takes creativity. Shut up. Some cross color that came back. No.
Not every day.
No, what's the FUBU shirt? But come on with a FUBU shirt.
Right. You can't leave with it right. Yeah. No.
For Jesus. Yeah, bro.
You lean.
You probably doing some old
lean on that cross.
No.
And so
you got a jersey on and some jeans.
And
no.
so,
Came from behind that rock.
And so the voice of God had a great point. And a lot of the churches are not doing anything, but the passion that you have, I had. I had to redirect my passion to not be mad at them, but to use
Do my
that
job.
energy to go help them.
Exactly.
I got one of my brothers came to me and he said, "Man, you need to explain or put together something to explain to the church hip hop and how to reach young people." And I said, "I'm not doing that."
Right.
I used to do it, but I gave him this scenario. I said, "Bro, imagine a house is on fire and there's kids in there, and I'm on the sidewalk and you see me getting ready to go in, and you come up and talk to me and you say, 'Bro, what's going on in there?' Now, do I have the time to sit and explain to him that where the house is burning is, I think it's a child right there, there's 2 children in that room, or do I just say, 'Bro,
Watch me.
watch me or help me'?
Yeah.
But
Get out
I
the
am
way.
gone. I
Get
can't
out the
talk
way.
to you.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you right now.
Yeah.
I'm gone. And so I used to waste that energy
And then for him to
explaining.
not do it, usually.
For me to explain for 20 minutes,
yeah.
and he still not help me.
But we ain't gonna do that.
But
And at that time, I done lost two or three kids.
But here's the reality, right?
And so I'm not doing that. That energy, that passion, I feel you.
Yeah.
But now I'm like,
got to point it.
I'm going
just
this
gonna
way.
do what I gotta
And for
do.
people who don't understand, you know, if they make it to heaven, they'll understand.
Yeah.
You heard, because you heard me say if.
Yeah.
You know, if they, because the real church, the real sons of God, understand exactly what's going on.
But the reality, if
And,
you can't
you know,
do it, at least fund it. That's the
my
difference.
thing. You can all
You
be
feel what I'm saying?
Anonymous, yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is, and this is what
fund
we
it. I like
introduced.
that.
I'm
If you
serious.
can't do it,
we
fund
introduced
it.
where we are.
Send all checks.
Exactly. Like there are churches literally in our community. They don't do any outreach, but they straight. You feel me? They don't have to, but they have a burden, and I'm like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is not try to do what we do, because that's not
love it.
you're not gonna do it effectively.
Right.
Why don't you just sow into what we do?
I love it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that way you ain't got to
But
I ain't got to bring you and you ain't got to teach me how to do it.
You ain't gotta change.
I
There's
used to
nothing.
believe. I used to believe that they couldn't do it.
Oh, they can.
They,
No,
can't,
just
they,
not.
they probably
just won't do
can't
it.
rap, but love never fails.
But
Like
what I'm
if
saying,
they,
if
they're
you-
not coming out there.
What I'm
If
saying,
you
if
won't
you ain't
change.
gonna do it,
If you
Right.
ain't gonna do it.
If you won't
say you
change.
can't. If you ain't do
gonna do
it. Yeah,
it.
there you go.
We're
Then-
doing it.
Yeah.
Fund this.
Fund this.
Yeah, we
know what I'm saying?
finna start that campaign. I believe there are people out there right now, even if you're looking at me, even now, that you can send $5 million to help us build the kingdom. And I ain't talking about monopoly money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about real money that y'all can help fund the kingdom. So figure out a way to get it to us so that we can do this thing. You know, nobody's trying to buy a house. We got a house, we got cars. I'm gonna buy more cars and all that type of stuff. That's off the table. We're trying to do real, true ministry on another level. So if we do it at a certain level, sometimes if you don't do it to a certain level, it's almost like you wasted your money. All right, if you don't do it to a certain level, it's almost like you wasted your money. And so you got to do it to a certain the whales and octopuses that we going for, and like we need heavy funding.
Right.
All right. And so the things that we're going to do, some of you have been called to help us. And so figure out a way to help us. You'll be hearing me talk about this because it's big things that we have to do. We got to take carnivals to cities and put kingdom stages in the middle while kids are riding, these rides and stuff. The kingdom is smack dab in the middle of it. People getting saved at the
Halftime
carnival.
shows about gospel in the middle of the Super Bowl. We got all these viewers.
Or we get behind the FCA at all the schools and ask the school, can we buy space in the middle of all the games to do our thing? You see what I'm saying? Or whatever creative way that we do it, it's going to take funding and it's going to take aggression, and we got it. We ready.
got it.
Yeah. All right,
Thank you,
man.
God.
We way over time.
Thank you, God.
Praise God. So we
thank you,
love y'all.
God.
That's the show. Yeah.
So make sure y'all like right now, share it right now.
He sound constipated.
On YouTube and Facebook.
Right now.
Right now, in between each part.
Right now.
Everything came together in the booth. Years later, and we still in the booth. Do a podcast with the interview. Can't even stop what we finna do. Got a resume longer than a limousine. Got something for the king, something for the queen. And we got a winning team.